Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
So this just in, his mugshot has been released. Charlie Kirk's assassin. So Trump just an hour ago told Fox News that they have the person that they believe 99% sure that this is the suspect, but they can't say 100% for lawsuit purposes. They said that we have this donkey in custody and it is looking very positive that this is the person.
Any updates on the suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody. Right?
And the FBI also released the footages of him just escaping the campus, parkouring his shit from the rooftop before anyone could even realize, like, what the fuck just happened. They're calling this a professional hit. We're gonna go through the footages, and then I'm gonna tell you how he got arrested, what happened, and we're gonna go through some of the videos that he posted online about Charlie.
So here you see that the suspect ran behind that upper building. He's gonna come out on the right, moves to this far right corner. As he does, he's gonna climb off the edge and then drop down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions. There's some smudges and some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes.
So the only thing that didn't go smoothly with his plan was his parkour skills, jumping from the rooftop as he injured his right leg. But he got out of that shit faster than anyone could even spot him. The only thing they have was CCTV footage of him. The FBI released his photo yesterday, putting a $100,000 reward for anyone that can, lead to his arrest. And another thing that didn't go as part of his plan was his family being okay with it. I don't know what he expected. Oh, I'm just gonna, come back and pretend like nothing ever happened. It's most likely he lived in the close neighborhood. But according to what Trump said to Fox News, someone close to him snitched.
Essentially, somebody that was very close to him turned him in. And that happens when you had some of those good shots. Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever, I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that. But somebody close to him turned him in. They said, whoa. It's interesting. We had very good pictures, but not great, not perfect. And when you look at it, what happened is somebody, and this happens a lot. It happened with the crazy Boston bomber. It happened with others. Somebody that's close recognizes even a little tilt of the head, which nobody else would do. And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him.
Now, initially, people thought that this is the primary suspect. As, they say the jawlines, the lips, everything matches. And he actually debated with Charlie not so long ago, and he was pretty mad at him, pretty pissed.
No. He's a liar.
So, okay.
He can't debate. He just lies.
Okay, let's just calm
What, you don't
down
like
a little
freedom
bit.
of speech?
Well, I mean, you could say whatever you want if you want to make a fool of yourself, but we do have, 10-year-olds here and 11-year-olds, so can we have some decency?
Whatever.
Okay, you don't care. You're a typical leftist because you only care about yourself,
Who said I was
not
a
about the
leftist?
other people.
Who said I was a leftist?
And they're saying this donkey even released a month ago a soundtrack on SoundCloud named Charlie Kirk Dead at 31. And we don't know how many people were involved in this whole thing so far. It's believed that it is only one, and the suspect who's in custody right now, who's family member, someone close to him, found out from that picture that was released that it was him, confronted him, and held him, apparently, according to the reports, until the law enforcement can arrive. He's been identified as Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old Utah resident.
Congratulations, you have been selected to receive the Resident Presidential Scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images.
He just couldn't keep it to himself. He wanted to take credit. He wanted to, all the people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, he could not keep it to himself, and he wanted to say, me, it was me. But he told someone close apparently just to take the credit, just to, for everyone to know what kind of a, well, people think he's a hero. Many people on the internet think he's a hero. What kind of a hero he is. And he said, hey, I'm not saying anything, but you know what happens? Maybe or maybe not I had something to do with it. Oh, donkey. Just full donkey. First of all, he could have never gotten away with it. They would have caught him either way. But they caught him when he wanted to brag about this whole thing, which is absolutely stupid. Why would you want to brag about this? How do you think the people around you are gonna react? Hey, I just killed someone. Yeah, cool, dab, high five. How do you think they're gonna react? They're gonna be like proud of you? Zero brain cells.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger. Investigators identified an individual as the roommate of Robinson. Investigators interviewed that roommate, who stated that his roommate, referring to Robinson, made a joke on Discord. Investigators asked if he would show them the messages on Discord. He opened it and showed several messages to investigators and allowed investigators to take photos of the screen as each message was shown by Robinson's roommate. These photos consisted of various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact name Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left, and a message referring to having left the rifle wrapped in a towel. The messages also refer to engraving bullets and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique. Messages from the contact Tyler also mentioned that he had changed outfits.
So yeah, as you just heard, very top secret encrypted conversations that we're having on Discord. Even with the highest technology, they could have never retrieved this. There's, you know, the evidence was kapoosh. It just disappeared after they sent those texts. And you know, the roommate in this case, he was a trusted friend, but apparently Tyler right now, he believes that he got betrayed by his friend. And according to the family member, Charlie Kirk was spreading a lot of hate and he disagreed with them. I don't want to go over this again. You don't end someone because you disagree with them. He wasn't forcing anything on you. But like I said, he couldn't hold himself off. He was scrolling through TikTok, watching all these people cheers, and no one knows his name. No one knows this guy's name, and he wanted to take credit for it. And when he told his friends and family, they reacted like how a normal, sane person would react. They reported him to the law enforcement, and now he is in custody. And the government is going to take this case. Thankfully, it's not going to be those judges from the subway situation with Irina who, you know, let him go. If he only pinky swears, he will be a good boy and won't do it for the 15th time. There will be no pinky promises for Tyler over here. He will face the full consequences because he disagreed with someone, and we don't know if he's going to get the death penalty or not. Let's just see what happens next. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. Yeah, it seems like this whole thing is over. Yeah, more videos over here. You take it easy. I'll see you at the next one.